Good morning, Tracy. Tracy Ann, and welcome to your 12-month birthday reading with Divine Spark. Well, I hope you enjoy this. I'm so grateful to Anka for recommending the reading to you, and happy birthday. I know it's not your birthday till November, and your birth date being hang on, I've written it down here. Where did I write it? 2 seconds while I find you. 17th of November 1972. So happy birthday, Tracy, and it's lovely to be reading for you. So the way that the reading works is I'm going to start off by giving you some information about your sun sign. We do a very brief but very powerful astrological weather forecast. It is a weather forecast, so I'm not an astrologer. I am studying it as we speak, but I can't do your chart just yet. So I give you a weather forecast or an energy forecast instead, and that's for the 12-month period. This video is part 1 of 2. So you're going to get 2 videos here because there's a huge amount of information and it's just so much easier to break it up, and it means I can upload it to you more quickly and get it to you as well. So let me start off by introducing the cards that I'm going to be using for you in your 12-month reading. So the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. Oh, the Psychic Tarot, actually. The Morgan Greer Tarot. The Oracle of the Mystical Magical Moments. The Myths and Mermaids Oracle of the Water. The Divine Destiny Oracle. The Love and Romance Oracle, and actually there's another deck here that I should have pulled out. I don't know why I did not, but it's sitting right here, so I will just grab it. The key to unlocking the potential of each month as we go. So the key to you, the key is always inside of you, and this card deck is a really amazing way of unlocking the true potential inside of you each month. Now, what is a really good thing to do is to watch the whole reading, just to take in the energies of the whole 12 months that are coming for you. And then month by month, we re-watch it as you go through the months of this year. And that will give you a huge amount of insight as well, because a lot of it probably won't make sense the further out we go, although there are general themes that play out. So it will make more sense as you're getting closer to those months involved. Now, so what we're going to be looking at in terms of your astrology is the area of your life that's going to be undergoing the most transformation. So we're going to look into that area astrologically and the planet that's going to be coming into that area of your life and causing that huge transformation. That gives you a huge amount of clarity around this as well. But you on the... Again, you on the, why can't I see where I wrote that? It's ridiculous. The 17th of November. You are a Scorpio, my dear, which means, goodness me, that you have an innate ability to delve down through the depths of people, of yourself, of life. Now, if you were to find a high-powered telescope and looking for your constellation of Scorpio in the night sky, this is what it would look like. That is your power. Scorpio, the energy is very intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming. But you can also be very secretive and very possessive. Yes, darkness, Scorpio, but that's the gift. That is a real gift to our world because we exist in both phases, light and dark. Now, one of Scorpio's, where every sign has got lessons that it needs to master, and one of Scorpio's is to master this darkness, to not just dwell in the light, to realize there's depth and gifts and beauty in the dark nether regions that we try hard not to go to, but there's beauty and depth in these. And Scorpio has the ability more than most signs to delve through those depths. Scorpio's ruled by Pluto, the god of the underworld, which will give you a sense of how deep you can go when and if you choose through any relationship, engagement, or moment, really, as it unfolds in your life. So very Scorpionic, intense energies and intense situations. The tarot key that you are ruled by, the Major Arcana tarot key, is the Death card. So you'll see here the Death card is one of transformation. Death here has a very bad rap in our world. We're all things for life, all things for living. We try to extend life at all costs, missing the whole time that the transition that is death has a beauty, again, all of its own. This card, again, is ruled by Pluto. So death brings a release. Death brings a surrender. Death brings a resolve to know that there is more than just this current life that we're living. And so you have, as part of your makeup as a Scorpio, the ability to bring about great transformation, not only in your life, but in the lives of everyone you come into contact with. So deep intensities there, that's for sure. Let's get your reading out by first invoking the divine. And here we go. So, Tracy, I call the divine with love and light for a clear view reading for Tracy Ann. I ask that Tracy have true love in her life as she walks upon her highest path towards her highest destiny in this lifetime, while also achieving creative success. I call in earth, air, fire, water, ether, spirit, and draw forth the 4 archangels from the 4 corners of the world to centralize their energies in Tracy Ann's reading, bringing with them integrity of message, clarity, truth, and healing. I give thanks for Tracy Ann's date of birth, which is the 17th of November 1972, as I give thanks for her journey through life, as it always is and always will be. And so it is. Oh, what am I doing? Gosh, I've gone into a full reading. Sorry. That's just because I've done 5 other full readings, and that's totally force of habit. Let's become present and centered and give these cards one more shuffle. And let's start out into your first 6 months. So we've got September, October, November, December, January, February 2021. My goodness, where will we all be? Well, we will see. And we're just going to get a look here on what love and romance is bringing. September, October, November, December, January, February. And part 2 will have the rest of the year. So never fear. Never fear. It's very interesting for me doing so many of these and seeing how the themes are similar. September, October, November, December, January, February. Collectively, I mean, because you start to see how people have got similar things going on in their year. September, October, November, December, January, February. Oh, those ones. September, October, November, December, January, February. And the mystical, magical moments, we can't forget those. September, October, November, December, January, February. Last but not least, the key to each month. September, October, November, December, January, February. Right, my dear. Let's get into the area of your life that's going to be undergoing the most transformation. What's this one? And let's also delve into the planet or the machine or the mechanism that's going to be causing that. And that gives you a huge degree of insight as well. So let's have a look. So before we start the reading, it's really important that we do look at this because it sets the tone for the entire year. So the area of your life, Tracy, that's going to be expanding, growing and evolving in the next 12 months is the 3rd house. Your potential to learn something and your local neighbourhood. So the 3rd house is going to be activating areas for you around advanced learning, mastering your craft, understanding things on a deeper level, and the need to do research. The third house also activates you wanting to have a much bigger part to play in your local community rather than far afield. So that your local community could be just New Zealand. It could be the island you live in. It could be the vicinity that you live in. It could be any number one of these things, but you're going to want to keep it local and help your community in the best way you can with your knowledge and the research that you are doing. So you're going to be reading a lot of books, doing a lot of research, delving deeper with your scorpionic intensity. You are able to go deeper than most people. So the third house for you this year is going to be around gathering the information that's needed. And really, I see kind of like breakthroughs. See, the stars here are like breakthroughs that you have, that only you have the power to bring to the fore with this research you're doing. You will be learning so much. Learning, the third house is all about learning, mastering and going to higher levels of your ability through the year. So the third house being active this year is going to draw in people and opportunities for you to do just that. The planet, ooh, Uranus, lightning bolts from the blue. Expect the unexpected, almost COVID energy here. Boom, things happening like suddenly. You didn't see it coming. None of us saw it coming. It happens out of the blue. Uranus is a shock to our nervous system for good or stress. I'm not going to say bad. That wake us up. It's coming to awaken our nervous system, our ability, our potential. Uranus is that shock, the tower moment from out of the blue. So this coming into your third house, Tracy, means that expect the unexpected. Expect books to fall into your lap. Expect communication to happen, that someone will say, read this book, take this course, do this thing. Your opportunities for really massive awareness are going to come through things that are quite unexpected, and things that come in and hit the population, hit the world, COVID and other things possibly, are going to force you into wanting to know more. Depths of psychology I'm hearing as well, which is very interesting. So your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. You're not going to be able to control this energy, but you're going to have to learn to ride it, because it is in your third house and it's going to change everything and in a really powerful way. So, and I'm seeing the nervous system and brain here for some reason. So whether that's part of your research, I don't know, but you will know. Let's have a look at September 2020. Look, you've got some choices to make in September 2020. You're standing at the doorway of many choices, and you can't make a wrong choice here, but you do have to make some decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions. It's time to move forward, and it's time to choose which road you're going to take. Will it be what you've been thinking about for a long time? Will it be your personal growth? Will it be to deepen a connection or give more energy to your relationships? Or will it be to make more money? You decide. And again, it's going to be up to you. Free will prevails, but there will be a lot of choices to make in September. Flirt. Now this is interesting. Now I don't know your relationship status. Obviously you will. If you are married, then the energy between you, or in a long-term commitment at least, the energy between you and your partner is flirty and happy and free, and you feel really good with each other in September. The spring's in the air. There's a renewed passion. You fall in love with each other again. There's a really flirty, fun energy between you. If you're single, there is potential for connections to come. But flirt is a lovely energy. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. I just feel like this is actually telling me, I do feel like you're in a committed relationship actually. I do feel like there is a significant other there. And you are both going to be feeling really good and really light-hearted in September with these decisions and choices that are coming. You are going to have some patience. And I don't know if you can see that. Gosh. There is something going on with the lighting on YouTube. I've checked the settings many times and it's very, very bright and light, and I'm not sure why. But this card, you'll have to take my word for it, says patience. You need to have patience for what's coming. You need to have patience. You need to have patience for what is coming. You are working on something, and it's something very significant and meaningful. And all that you need to employ in September is knowing it's coming, trust and faith in the process, and patience. You are spreading your wings. What you want is coming to you, but patience will be rewarded. Mermaid with a black sea serpent. See, this is your scorpionic energy all day long. Tears, someone, not you, someone around you, maybe a child, a young person, is feeling distraught in September, and it's because I feel a pet involved here. This is really interesting. There could be a pet. Aren't these beautiful cards? A pet around a child that's not well or sick or aging, and it causes them a lot of distress. So this is something within your family. This is, well, look, this is your children learning, or this young person learning about life and death. This is a harsh but true lesson about the way nature works, the way the world works. And of course, this is very hard for children to understand, but nobody's got more ability than you to help them to understand the cycles of birth and death, because they are a part of life. Death is a part of life. But there is something in one of your children's world, if it's not a pet, it is a situation that's causing them to have a heavy heart, but it's something that you can easily help them to navigate, that's for sure. Yeah, you're working hard in your work life, you're working hard, your head's down, you are determined to perfect what you're trying to work on, and money's looking good for you in September. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Through your hard work, money's looking good in September. My dear friend, well, this could be a friend as well that's going through a really rough time, but you help them, they help you. Friendship, bonds of friendship are very strong in September. My dear friend says that someone comes to you needing some guidance of support. It's more, I feel, them coming to you than you going to them, but you're the sort of person that people really trust. Your opinion and your expertise, whatever it is you do, you are someone that's very well trusted, and I do feel like a very dear friend is going to come to you for words of wisdom and advice during September. Serendipity, merge with the flow. You've got your fingers crossed in September. You're waiting for something to come to light, something to come true, and you've got your fingers crossed that it's going to happen. And I do feel like because of serendipity, this is going to come to pass. That's why patience is needed. It is coming, it is happening. You are in the process of manifesting something very exciting and important, and with the right degree of patience, it's going to come. October. We've got some toxic energy here. Push, pause. Something toxic enters, and this could be this Uranus energy, remember, out of the blue. You don't see it coming. Something toxic rears its ugly head around you. This is the devil in October, and you push pause on it. So it's either an engagement or a situation or a conversation, and you're like, nope, I am not dealing with this. I am not allowing this level of toxicity. Temptation. You'll be tempted to fall into either anger or aggression, but you'll hit pause and go, time out. No, I'm not going here. I am learning not to engage in these interactions, and I'm learning that I actually have a choice here. So, and in the past, this is all of us learning this. We can have a tendency to engage and do battle. Yeah, we can. And sometimes that's needed, absolutely. But in this occasion, they're saying hit pause, take a breath. Don't be tempted to react. In October, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So you'll feel very loving and very loved by that beautiful romantic partner of yours in October. And it's really important that you let them know how much you love them, because I feel they're very good at expressing their love towards you. Things get busy, people get busy, and that all happens. But for some reason in October, it's really important to express to your partner how much you love them. You will be getting a little bit more time to relax, which is always good to see in October, for some reason, to read, possibly to research, to do some extramural study. You will be taking some time out to do this in October, and it's really timely that you do it then. Manta ray mermaid. Now this is interesting. This could be why. The manta ray mermaid, you are being led. This is the manta ray lead us through the navigational trails to the path that we're meant to be on. So the manta ray is again friendship. I just feel friendships are really highlighted in September and October, and you are a very good friend, but you're also someone who does their best to help your friends and them help you. So friendships are highlighted, and you are setting and helping someone on the right path, very much so, thanks to your expertise in leadership. in October. You are gathering your forces, taking the reins and moving forward very, very quickly and very, very well. You could take a short trip in October as well. This is the Chariot, so it can mean a short trip somewhere. And from there, you're able to move forward quickly. This is fast, quick forward movement after a time of having to be patient. So something starts to come good in October. You're looking good too. You are out and about in October. This is you looking mesh a dash. It's a very old saying from my grandmother. But you're having some very important conversations in October with some people in official capacities. Isn't this hilarious? I just love this card. You're looking good, you're dressing up, you're going out for social occasions, but they're very important connections and networking opportunities that you're having as well in October. Look at your beautiful red shoes, my goodness. So yeah, important conversations are being had in a networking social atmosphere, and they're going to lead to some very important positive movement. Translucence in October, love the darkness. This is you being scorpionic and realizing that any bad behavior, this toxicity that we saw at the start, anyone's shadow that rears up in front of you in October, instead of judging it, instead of trying to change them, instead of like having a real triggered reaction from you, you're learning through your scorpionic depths to actually love them anyway, but navigate it. But you're learning to navigate it. You're learning to love more unconditionally, and you're learning to understand the frailties of the human psyche, interestingly enough, and the shadow. You're understanding shadow work a lot more, and that will mean that you're working on yourself in terms of shadow work as well. So translucence means things are a lot more translucent to you. You're able to see things much more clearly in terms of people's behavior and people's response to things or reaction. November. Oh, well, you're still needing some patience. Here's Temperance, the card of Sagittarius. Your birthday month, I do believe. I know you're Scorpio, but this is the Sagittarius card. So Temperance means balance. You need to bring things into a balanced point. You have planted a very good seed of potential back, and in November the divine is pouring energy into that seed to help it come to this beautiful fruition. But it's timing, and things need to come into a greater balance before this seed of potential can fully manifest. So yes, still needing to employ patience in November. But you also realize that you deserve love. You are lovable. You've had some emotional rocky roads and rocky waters, rough waters in the last probably year. But and I feel like this is within family relationships or some sort of, some of your relationships have felt a little bit strained, but you are realizing that you deserve love. You don't deserve that toxicity. You certainly don't deserve other people's unbridled anger. And you are realizing that you deserving love means you get to choose, how you respond to things and how you respond to others. And in a lot of ways too. You're taking more risks in November though. This is Sedona. This is you spreading your spiritual wings and going on some sort of spiritual pilgrimage, whether it's even just inside yourself, but you're taking risks. You are being more bold, more confident, and you know that you're on a spiritual journey here. You spread your wings and you have this courage in November that pushes you forward and helps you to, go through the trials that you're going through, that we're all going through, and push through. Mermaid with the pink lotus. Yeah, it's all because you're coming into a greater degree of enlightenment. And in November, you're going to realize how that sets you apart. And I'm hearing from others in your sphere. So whatever it is you do in the world, whatever job you have, you're realizing that it's your consciousness enlightenment and your constant work on yourself